gracious. It tells me that it's recording, but I don't know when it actually got started. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening on this wonderful Wednesday. And it's November the 8th, and it's about 5:11 here in Colorado in the morning, as you can tell. Well, maybe you can't tell, it's getting dark at 5 now too. But it is 5:11 here in the morning in Colorado, and I decided not to go on the network today. I'm giving that a lot of thought about whether I'm going to stay doing that or not. We'll have to think that one through just a little bit more. But this morning was one of those days where I put it into prayer. I went, no, I'm not going to do it. And that's okay, because I wanted to come here instead and wish you a beautiful and a marvelous and a wonderful Wednesday. And I reached for the decks, and my hand was like a magnet. And I got pulled to this one, and it's the Archangel Power Tarot deck created by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, of course, published by Hay House. As always, I put these readings into prayer, but I noticed that we have a lot of new subscribers. So I'm going to take just a second and kind of explain why I'm here. And very simple, my name is Monica. I've been a psychic all my life, as everyone really is, but most people have it squashed or squelched, if you will, by well-meaning parents or siblings or family members or teachers. But I was blessed that I had a mother and a father that understood, accepted it, and helped to nurture it and grow. I've been doing readings for other people in healing modalities, if you will, since the age of 7, so it's 55 plus years that we've been doing spiritual work in this way, whether it's healing or doing psychic intuition readings or using angel cards. We started angel cards here about a year or so ago, and I really love their energy. I also love the fact that it gives you something to look at rather than just listening to me. And when I started doing that, I liked the energy enough that I said, you know what? We're going to go get certified. So I am a certified angel card reader, a certified angel intuitive, a certified spiritual medium, a certified clairvoyant, all of those wonderful certifications that the world seems to care about. I don't really, but it's kind of nice to say. Made a difference in this last year or so. And it's funny because when people see that certification that you got approved, if you will, by someone, they seem to get drawn more to it and accept it more. That's okay with me. But I come every morning to do daily card readings, and you never know what's going to show up or who's going to show up when we do it. One of my greatest joys is this journey has taken me kind of full circle. When I was very little, I used to see floating heads around my bed. And yes, this is in my autobiography. It's available on my website. And I always knew that I was talking to spirit guides and angels and departed loved ones. And one of the first ones I talked to was my grandmother when she passed away. And I kind of put the mediumship down a little bit because it wasn't as accepted back then as it is now. The church accepted it, my parents accepted it. It's like if I said I had a talk with grandma or with your mother or whatever, they understood it and never squashed it down. But the more that I do mediumship readings now in group events or privately or on Skype or Facebook call, the more that that is becoming an absolute passion of mine. I have a lot of passions, but this one is becoming more and more so to the point where it's just energizing. It's such a wonderful and amazing thing to watch and to be kind of a fly on the wall. When your loved ones come through the messenger, I literally take a step back, and ego, vanity, and humanness stands aside, and I watch what happens as an observer during those readings. It truly is amazing. And they're always healings of love. They're always healings of forgiveness. They're always messages of joy and happy memories. But today, and most of the time, I come to you to do an angel card reading. And we have indeed put this into prayer, that it is for the greater good, that it is for the higher self, that these will be uplifting, that these will be empowering, that these will be comforting, and that they'll also be inspirational. So we've shuffled, and I got told to stop that shuffle right away. By the way, again, if you're new, I hear my angels and guides in this ear. This ear is pretty much 90% deaf to the natural world, but like 110% clear to, let's say, the spiritual realms. How's that? I hear angels and guides and loved ones in that ear. And so you'll see me often if you've not watched this before. Kind of go, what? Kind of like leaning over a little bit. It's quite unique. So yes, from that I can tell you that I'm also a clairaudient. Well, they're coming up in a very unique sequence today. Fascinating. Is there another one to come? Supposedly. That was kind of cute. Supposedly. And it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. No. Okay. Yes. Jeez. When I touched it, I felt that there were multiple cards there. And they kept saying, no, 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 which really was not the multiple, but the top one of that multitude. So let's see how many, oh my goodness, really? These are all face down, so I have no clue. But it looks like a 6-card reading. And let's go see what the message is for this wonderful Wednesday. Okie dokie, I talked about this card in particular with someone during a reading that I did. And it's the 5 of Ariel. I think it's kind of funny that this is coming up today after our discussion yesterday. And I know she's going to be watching this, so yoo-hoo, this one's for you, and also for several other people. You don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to take these challenges on your own shoulders. You simply need to ask for the help because it's right there, it's nearby, and that includes just putting it into prayer, asking God, His Son, Holy Spirit, your angels, all of your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your guardian angels, to stand beside you, behind you, in front of you, and surround you with love and patience, support. And those wonderful, loving beings will also send you the earthly angels that you need as well. So don't be worried about asking for help from spouses, from friends, from family, from coworkers, from whatever. It truly is okay to ask for help, because when you ask for the help and you accept it with an open heart and you accept it with gratitude, it frees you from the burden and the struggles of trying to do this all by yourself. It allows you the time and the opportunity to give to someone else as well. Be aware of your thoughts. Don't let them dwell in your brain. When you focus on negative, it can and will become self-fulfilling prophecies. So acknowledge those negative thoughts or fears, send them on their way, release them and let them go to God, and say, you know what? We got this. And change your thoughts on how you can take that negative and turn it to a positive. Woo! Next card. It's the Knight of Ariel. It's going to be an Ariel start, don't you think? And Knights are always an indicator in this particular deck of action that needs to be taken. There is so much to accomplish. We live in a very busy and hurried world, but sometimes we forget things that are really important. And what I'm hearing is write it down. Well, there you go. Make a detailed plan. Make a very detailed plan. Just, make your to-do list and mark it off. It's that release from your shoulders when you see those check marks and say that's been done and accomplished. You are being watched over by a loved one. You are being watched over by someone kind. That can also not necessarily be a departed loved one, but someone who's sort of standing in the background, kind of checking in on you every now and then, maybe an aunt or a best friend. Know that you are being watched over. Know that this is also a time of creation, a time of planting those seeds. I'm going to bring that up because our dear sweet Ariel is literally putting coins as seeds in this very fertile ground. So the steps that you're taking now, this plan of action that you have, It is going to burst through the earth, has to take root first, and you will have a harvest, if you will, of abundance as this plan falls into place. Another Ariel card. Like yesterday's Major Arcana, who's surprised that we're getting Ariels today? I'm not. Well, the King of the Kingdom. Look at that smile. My goodness. Ariel's in the background, kind of just beaming as well. Your plans, those detailed plans, they are working out well, and they will continue to work out well. And you will have professional and financial success, especially since you're planting those coins, right? Now, if you take a quarter and put it in your backyard and plant it, I promise it's not going to turn into a dollar bill. But you know where this is coming from. The work that you've been doing this entire year is going to come to fruition. It is going to feed you well. It is going to help you in a professional way. It is going to lead to those promotions that you're looking for. And use your resources wisely. Literally, don't bury your coins in the ground, but use your resources wisely. And I'm hearing knowledge resources as well. So if you need to go on the internet, or if you need to go to a library, or you need to call on someone who's walked your path, you know, those are the people that you can turn to as well for mentors to kind of help. So pull all of your resources together. Oh, I just heard that's unique. Okay, wait a minute. The analogy they just gave me is like baking bread. Use your resources wisely. You can't bake bread without some sort of flour. You can put sugar in, you can put cornmeal in, I guess, but I'm talking about a loaf of bread. You have to use the right resources in order to create or bake the loaf. So search out your resources. That's a very unusual terminology that they just gave me. And my absolute favorite card in this entire deck just popped up. It is a Major Arcana. It is the card that helped me make a decision. It's funny because I thought about it this morning, about leaving corporate America. And I kept asking the cards, should I do this? Should I do this? And I kept putting it into prayer. And every time I would shuffle the cards, no matter how I shuffled, this card came up. A leap of faith. You need to believe in yourself first. And believe in yourself to the point that God is within you and you are within God, and you can do anything and everything with His help. You need to listen to your heart. Go into quiet. Even if you're not big on meditation, go into quiet and listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. What is your heart chakra? What is your solar plexus telling you? What's that gut instinct telling you? This is where you need to listen and make sure that you're hearing very clearly, and do what gives you joy. Do what gives you that release. What makes you laugh out loud? What puts a smile on your face where you get up in the morning and you can't wait to get to it? We all have to work. We all have to find our means for income. But what gives you joy? Is it painting? Is it crafting with your hands? Is it riding a bike? Is it taking a walk in nature? Is it going to temple? What brings you joy? Those are the things that this beautiful card says. Take that leap of faith and know that God has your back. We're back to okay. We talked about not being alone. The very first card, make bold and ambitious plan. I'm hearing plans. Make bold and ambitious plans. I'm going to stay with what I heard. And choices. Great progress is possible. This is all leading you to know that you're on the right path. Important relationships with people who share your vision. This is leading me right back to this one. You don't have to do this alone. Seek out like-minded people. Seek out like-minded souls. Seek out like-minded thoughts and people who have walked your path, because they're walking your path right here with you. These two gentlemen are walking down the beach together, knowing that they've got each other, they've got it covered. If you'll notice, there's a rainbow as well in the background. And these are the types of people you want to surround yourself with. Don't listen to the naysayers. Those people who put you down all the time or try to squash you. We talked about that in my introduction. Don't allow the squashers to squash you to the point where you don't stay on the path you're destined to be on. And last but not least, I'm having a good day. 3 of Ariel. Because when you celebrate your life and you walk with God and you walk with your angels and you walk with your like-minded tribe and you pursue your passions and you fill your heart with joy and you let those negative thoughts go, knowing that you and God have got this, and you take that leap of faith, there are so many reasons to celebrate. You have a community of friends. You just need to seek them out. That's unusual. You have to seek them out. They're not going to find you if you don't take the action. Whoa. That's also true for relationships. It brings me back to my story, go back a few YouTubes here, about the man who's waiting for God to rescue him from the floodwaters. If you don't ask for the help, it don't come in the way you always want it. How do you meet new friends if you never leave your home? Whoa. Lesson learned on that one too, okay? I'm a hermit. I admit it openly. But the people that I meet when I do go out are the most amazing, wonderful gifts of God. They're like little drops of gold in my life. And it is just the most amazing feeling, and I want you to have that as well. Happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Children, oh. There's a grandma watching. I know, not you, Grandma. You're not having the child. But one of your children will make that announcement. That's kind of cool. I'm also hearing a graduation celebration, Grandma, for an older child, granddad as well. Um, it's almost like they're a doctor, or like in their doctor internship. I don't even know what that is anymore. But it's like they finally completed all of their training, all of their med schools, all of those kinds of things, or a lawyer. But like, doctor, lawyer, not Indian chief, guys. Okay, I started to say that old rhyme. But it's like they've accomplished that. And it is time to celebrate with friends and with family. Wow. And I really feel a lot of that is going to come up probably before Thanksgiving, because I'm hearing it like announced at a family dinner table. You're going to have just a great Thanksgiving. Whoever's watching this, so you're going to have an announcement of a child being born into the family. What a wonderful celebration that is. But I'm also hearing the celebration of an achievement for one of your children. Congratulations. And I will close this reading now so that I can kind of go, woo, and take it all in myself. If you'd like a reading from me, please visit my website. It's houseofangelcardreadings.com. If you'll go to the readings page, we have readings ranging from $10, very simple, to $90. The readings are still on sale, not the sale from yesterday, but they're still at the reduced price. We got a little bit of something in there for everyone. And like I said in the beginning, my autobiography is also on that page. You can also find my autobiography on Amazon. We do have it up there as well. All of the contact information on this YouTube channel is going to be in the description portion. If you're watching this video on one of the groups that I posted on, click the link and it'll take you right to the YouTube channel. And when you subscribe, as soon as this finishes uploading, you'll get notification that the upload is done. You'll see it before anyone else. Speaking of which, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for sharing with me here on YouTube and on Facebook. Your emails and your comments, your hearts and your likes really do mean the world to me, and I thank you for that as well. We've talked about our groups. We've talked about our ebook. We want to still do those events, so those of you that are event planners or nonprofits, or you simply want to raise money for a cause that you're passionate about, send me an email. It's houseofangelcardreadings@gmail.com. Be at peace. Be at wonder of this wonderful Wednesday. And know that there's cause for celebration. Know that life is not that hard when you reach out your hand and you reach out your heart to ask for help. Walk in peace. Walk in love. Thanks for watching. Namaste.